Hello everybody and welcome back to Kerbal Space Program, and as I said last week, we're going to launch a space station. So I figured we'd use the same rocket design since it worked. So let me just get out, what did we do? We did Kerbal, I think we did Kerbal 1, which would be up here. Thought we did Kerbal 1. I don't know. Here, I'll just load Space Station Test, the one that I made. And I'll take the rocket off, because this is the rocket that we want to use. I'll take the rocket off right down to here, and I'll delete this, and we'll make a new space station. Okay, so first of all, your space station is going to need to have, well, it doesn't need to have people in it, but the most logical thing would be to have people in it. Now, all these cockpits are great, but I think really the best one for making a space station is this, because there's lots of windows to view out of. Now the next thing is going to be power. You're going to need some sort of power if it's going to be up there for an extended period of time. So we're just going to put a battery, hold on, let me zoom in, we're going to put a little battery pack down here, and instead of putting full solar arrays on it, we're going to put 4 of these little solar panels. These will charge it, but they don't get in the way. We don't need to extend it. It'll just charge while it's going, and they don't have really have a risk of falling off. Next, what we need to do is we need somewhere to put connections. And what I like to do, it looks the most realistic, is this hitchhiker storage container. Now you can put can you put people in here? I believe you can put people in here. Yeah, four more Kerbals. So this cockpit is 3 and this holds 4. So we can put a total of 7 people in orbit at once, and we will put 7 people in orbit at once. And so the other thing we're going to need from this menu is clampetrons. Now we're going to put on 2 of these. Like so. And that way later on we can, after I figure out how to do it properly, we can put clampetrons on other things and launch them up, match the orbit, and we will be able to hook things on. And so one thing I'm going to do is I'm going to put a light for both of these. That way when we feel the need to launch more stuff up there, it'll be easier to see where we're going. And so I'm going to get a little ladder and stick it right here so it's easier to get from the top to the bottom. There we go. Okay, and then under here we're going to put a large clampetron, a clampetron senior, right there. And then we'll be able to dock another thing underneath it that kind of looks like this later on if we're able to ever do that. So next, we're going to need some correction fuel. Now with the shuttle, yeah, as if I launched a shuttle. With the what's it called? Satellite. I don't remember if we had correction fuel or not, but this would be a fuel tank that's going to go right here. We do need a decoupler. Just a small decoupler. This one, we need a decoupler there, and we need a fuel tank underneath. Come on. You can do it. There we go. Okay, and then we're going to put going to go to propulsion. We're going to get a mainsail and put it right there. This will give, actually there's one thing I forgot, which we're going to put right here, which is SAS. Or not SAS, RCS. SAS comes standard in the in most default cockpits. I need RCS fuel. Where is... Give me some RCS fuel. Yeah, here we go. Okay, then we'll put that there. And we will get a structural... No, not structural, it's in control. That's right, control. RCS pods. 4 of those. Stick those right there. I'm gonna get a before I forget, we're going to put on a couple of these so it's easy for the Kerbals to get to another attachment if we ever put one in. Whoops, we have a lot of these, and we didn't need 4. Ugh, okay. I have to put my fan on in a second. It's getting unbearable in here. Okay. Yeah, there we go. Alright. Right there. And another one. Hold on, I gotta zoom in. Move this up a tiny bit so they're kind of even. Alright, so there we go. So now they'll be able to come out of here and either go into here, or when we attach something else, they'll be able to go into that other thing quite easily, because we'll put a ladder there if we ever get that far. Okay, next thing we need. Did we leave the detacher on here? Ah, we did. Okay. So this is... We're actually going to put some wings before I say anything any further. There does need to be 4 of these. Okay. There we go. Alright, so now we are going to use the same rocket, because I've already tested it with a space shuttle. Again with that word space shuttle. Maybe I'll make one of those another time. Maybe to launch satellites. That would be cool, because there are bays. Hold on, let me see if I can show you this right now. Before we launch this. Is it in structural? Oh yeah, here's a cargo bay that actually opens. You can store stuff in between the points. Or I guess those points. Hold on, I'm curious. Let me just check something. If I put this here, am I able to, let's say, put this? No, I can put something there though. You just have to like put something and attach it to it. Anyway, so we could use a shuttle to launch satellites, which would be cool. But anyway, so this is our space station, and we're gonna name this Space Station Farley. Yeah. Alright, so we got all the rockets launching, then these will decouple, then those will decouple, then this will decouple. Fire and decouple. Okay. Looks like we have everything we need. So let's launch. Alright, I'm going to turn this fan on because, oh my god. There we go. Whew. It is hot. 81 degrees in my room. Shouldn't be that hot. Alright, we're going to power up halfway. Launch. I did forget to turn the sound down, so you'll just have to deal with the... I mean, I'm not going to like the outcome, but I have to put the microphone really close to my face, because if I try to change the sound now, the game will crash. Saying from experience. The first episode I recorded of this was destroyed, so I had to start over, because I tried to change the sound. Oh, gotta turn on the SAS. Whoopsie-daisy. Didn't mean to do that. It's always something I forget. Alright. What's the map look like? So yeah, that's our satellite, the orbiter one. Oh, that's what it was. It was the orbiter one. It wasn't the Kerbal one. What am I talking about? Whatever, it's the same rocket. Because this rocket design works very well. It's very efficient. For the height that we wanted to get to, actually. There we go. Alright. Gaining, we're at 10,000 meters, going almost 300 meters per second. And we are going to want to get this to around, oh, what was it? We're going to try and get it as close to 200,000 meters as possible. Because the further out you go from Kerbal, let's say I put a refueling pod on this, like with just a bunch of fuel, like I launch fuel up and connect it, and then I could fuel spaceships as they're coming out. It's a lot easier to break from 200,000 than it is from, say, 150,000. It's a lot easier to break from 300,000 than it is from any of those, but that would take a lot of fuel to get there. We've broken Mach 1. I think I can actually power down these engines a little bit to save some fuel. Yeah, we can leave it right there. Okay, where are we? Okay, good, we're almost there. Advancing on it, and I know now that X cuts the engine completely, so we are going to stop. Okay, there we go. We're at almost exactly 200. Are we even? No, we're not even. Let's get even. Close enough. Hey, apparently I'll have to get even after I make the orbit. That's fine. Alright, let's make this orbit. 75, 253. Let's see, 200, 245, 175, 200, 198, 201. No, wrong direction. 203, 197. A little bit more. 199, 201. I can get this exactly. This would be 200 and 199. You know what? It's going to be as close as we're going to get. Okay, so we're going to turn off SAS, turn on RCS. Although SAS doesn't really matter. We're going to turn slowly. Actually, I didn't adjust the... You want to make it straight, because if other ones are these still equal? No. 201, 197. Oh, wrong direction. 210, 179, 194, 200, 196, 196, 200, 199, 202. Good enough. Okay. So the reason you want to make this as straight as possible is because later if you launch them and then they're not diagonal like the first one was, then you'd have a problem making it diagonal. So this one, it's easier in the long run, unless they're all diagonal, in which case I really need to fix my thing down there. Ooh. Excuse me. I do not have tacos for dinner. And then try to record a video an hour later. That's never good. Tea. Earl Grey. Hot. I've launched everything. I've launched it all. Alright, so it looks like we've got a burn of about a minute. That's always estimated, though. It's never usually correct. So we're going to see in about 40 seconds, because I always like to launch at T-10. Just so when you catch up to the node, you're not going to fall as far as if you had started at the node. Okay, 25 seconds. Alright, just speed it up a little bit so we're not waiting for the rest of our lives. Go. Okay. Alright, so it's going to be around a minute. Alright, there we go, and as it goes out farther, it flattens out, which is good. Alright, we will need to do some correction as you have to do every time. Okay, brake, brake. But because we're using a much smaller pod this time, the burn time is only that, so we'll be good. Just hope we don't run out of fuel at this height. We may. Let's just hope we don't have to do any serious correction. Come on. You can do it. Faster. Let's go faster. Let's go faster. Oh, come on, I don't want to be stuck out here and have to do this over again. Ugh. Well, what's the orbit at? Well, it's a little awkward. I only launched Jebediah. Well, that's terrible. We're going to do this again. I just want to put in a little bit more fuel, because we're going to need it. I mean, we had a good orbit, we just needed to correct it. And if we had a little bit more fuel, we would have been able to do that. So let's get in another fuel tank right there, move these guys up so they don't look so weird and out of place. Alright, let's try that again. Right, let's try it again, come on. Here we go. Okay, la 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 la. Put on the T this time so it's not so wibbly. Put this right up against my face. Okay, so go through the procedure again. Here we go, launching. Fly me to the moon. Or the sun. Or just outside the atmosphere. It's a really tall rocket. I mean, like, what's one Kerbal? Like this high? Yeah, it's pretty tall. I forgot to put more people in there, but it'll just have to be one of 3 of the Dream Team. If you play this game, just remember the Dream Team is Bill, Jebediah, and Bob. They're the only ones that you can get now that are wearing the orange suits because they're the original 3 guys. So yeah, and that is why they're special. I mean, I don't know if anyone else calls them the Dream Team, but I do. So, yeah. The Dream Team Captain Jebediah, he's the captain by the way, the Dream Team Captain Jebediah is helping us get Space Station Farley into orbit. I should name the Space Station Dream Team. That would be weird. Okay, how high up are we? We're doing good. Alright, we're about to lose our boosters. Out. And as soon as we lose our boosters, we go into orbit. Alright, so we'll cut this from here. Like last time, this is straight, or as straight as it needs to be. I mean, it's a little off-center, but who's gonna notice? X. Good. Add maneuver. Let's get this so it's straight-ish. Okay. What are you? Oh, 250. That's way too much. 211, 195, 205, 202, 205, 202, 202. Oh, actually, we're almost at exactly the same spot. If we could get this orbit, that'd be great. And then we'll have a lovely space station orbiting above the planet, making our second ring. And we can put not space shuttles. Why do I always want to say space shuttles? Satellites in between this satellite and this space station. So we can have like orbiter 1 through 4,000, because you could fit that many. You could fit millions of satellites in here, and the only thing that would probably happen is your game would just die because they wouldn't collide. There's so much space here. I mean, this spaceship is like the size... See that little window there? It's smaller than that little window. I mean, unless you had them on a real collision course. If you had separate orbits, they wouldn't crash. It'd be ridiculous, but they wouldn't crash. Okay, so I'm just going to speed up time here till we're very close, about 10 seconds away, as I usually do. So we'll slow it down here, and we'll slow this down here. Go! Okay, we've got about 1:10. We will be switching to our other... Oh, what's going on here? Oh, that's what's going on. I did not move the thing. Well, that's a problem. Problems for everyone. Let's see if we can recover from this one. I don't think so. Looks like we have less fuel than last time, although I probably am mistaken in saying that. Oh, and our engine's out anyway. Alright, let's go. Well, this end might be a little higher than we wanted, but hopefully we'll be able to... Yeah, see, it's going down slower this time. And it's also a longer burn. Oh, God. I hope we'll be able to do this, because I really don't want to do this a third time. Usually I'm not this bad. What's going on? We may just have a higher side, and we'll have to deal with it. Whatever. I'm going to have to do correcting anyway, so I don't know why I even care about that right now. Although it doesn't look like I'm really going to have enough fuel to do correcting, because apparently no one wants to go into proper orbit. Although I did waste some fuel on that beginning bit, so that's probably why. Come on, at least go around. Oh man, this is... Alright, I'm gonna get one into orbit, and then I'll be back, I guess. Ugh. Okay, so I've modified the ship a little bit, and we're about to... Oh, here we go. We're fixing the orbits, and... It is... Are you kidding me? What is it at now? It's fine, we'll have to deal with it. I'm not launching it again. Okay, so we have a slightly irregular orbit, 169, 141. But you know what? Who cares? Alright, so we're gonna wait, what do you mean? Oh, it's still throttled up. So we're gonna wait till we're on the other side. We can go up to here, I believe, because we're above... Oh yeah, we're above 120. Alright, so we're on the sunny side of the planet. We're gonna point... this, where do we want to point this? Do we want to point it up? I guess that's away. Alright, so if we point it up like this... There we go. Look at that. So that's up. So we're gonna lose the, still... Oh. Where's our clampatron? Oh yeah, I forgot. This is, I had to load the other one because the other one just, no matter what I did to it, it didn't launch. So that's right, we don't have a bottom clamp, but that's okay. There we go. We do have solar panels. We do have 2 clampatrons there. We've got upside down RCS boosters, and I think we're good. So we're gonna go to our space center now, and we can see this from the tracking center, and that'll be our job well done after 5 tries. There we go. We are going to actually, should have done this while I was there. I need to remake it as a station instead of a ship. I had the hiccup there. Okay, so rename vessel, and it's not a ship, it is a station. Here we go. So now, when we go to the Space Center, we can no longer revert the flight because it's done. We exited out of it. So now when we go look in the tracking station, it shows up as a station. Alright, that's good. Okay, so anyway, guys, I'd like to thank you for watching. My name is Johan Farley. Don't forget to rate, comment, and subscribe. And next week, this is the best part, next week, we're going to attempt to attach solar panels to it. Yeah, that'll be great. So anyway, guys, until next time, I don't know, I have nothing to say until next time. Oh, we'll figure it out at some point.